have set up in your normal OBS settings. So when you go into your settings into the stream tab, whatever you have set up here, that's your built-in stream. And that's important to note because by default, this is the one that all your other platforms are gonna piggyback off of. So if your built-in stream is Twitch, your YouTube stream is simply going to piggyback off your Twitch stream. It's really important that you understand this because if you try to go live on YouTube without first going live on Twitch, you will get this error. And that's because if you don't start your Twitch stream first, then your YouTube stream or download your stream title. This is where I feel like the SE Live plugin fills in some of those gaps. SE Live is another plugin from the guys over at Stream Elements, and it's very similar to ATEM Multistream, but because it's from Stream Elements, they've added a ton of quality of life features that ATEM Multistream doesn't have. For example, widgets, alerts, a media request dock, but most importantly, it has built-in multi-chat, so you can see all your messages, and that's built into OBS. It's basically an all-in-one solution that tries to provide everything you could possibly need for multi-streaming and then some. Now, some of you may not like that. Personally, I'm not a fan of how it adds like a bajillion more docs into OBS. All I care about is the multi-streaming component. I don't care about all this other media request stuff. I didn't ask for this, okay? I just want a multi-stream. But for some of you that like that all-in-one solution, SE Live might be for you. The other thing that SE Live does really well is they make it so much easier to go live on your vertical platforms. If you want to go live on TikTok, they have this whole instant approval access. You pretty much just connect your TikTok account, press a couple buttons, and then you're all good. You don't need to get a TikTok stream key, no weird stream key generators or anything like that. You just hit go live.
You won't believe how easy this is. Choose the resolution. I recommend 1080p. Now go to the chat. And there it is. There's my stream chat. Your stream's chat. And there it is. There's my stream chat. Now head to your overlays. You ever see these Twitch streamers that have their chat on screen and you thought, I want that too? Okay, then you just need to head to your overlays and then click on create new overlay. Choose the resolution. I recommend 1080p. Now go to the blue plus sign down here and click on stream tools, your stream's chat. And there it is. There's my stream chat. Now make sure to save it. Give it a name. Now go ahead and click this button on the top. Go back into your OBS. There's my stream chat. Now make sure to save it. Give it a name. Now go ahead and click this button on the top. Go back into your OBS. Add a source, browser. And now paste that URL that you got and change the back into your. Now go ahead and click this button on the top. Go back into your OBS, add a source, browser, and now paste that URL that you got and change the resolution to 1920 by 1080. Click OK. And there it is. There's my chat. Now, I recommend going back to that overlay, click on theme and change it to custom. That'll make it transparent so it doesn't doesn't stand in the way of anything in your stream. You can also adjust the size of the window and go to text settings so you can pick a font, and you can also increase the size. Don't forget to hit save when you're done, and there you go. Isn't that beautiful? All right, now that you know how to do this, share this with your friend that streams but doesn't have chat on screen, because their VOD watchers are going to thank you. And there's a cat. You won't believe how easy chat. And there it is. There's my stream chat. And click on Stream Tools, your streams chat.
customizable. Be about 5 minutes. Regan is a character from StarCraft 2. She's the queen of the Zerg, and minerals are our current channel to see in overreaction options for the primary
And there it is. There's my stream chat. Your stream's chat.
Chat on your stream. Click on the Poppy theme to custom, then go to position settings. Set the width to 450 and the height to 900. Then we go to the text settings, set the font size to 33, and we're going to choose the color white.
Now that we connected all the platforms we want our chat to show up from, if you're on Windows, and click the download for Windows option. There isn't a Linux option or anything else from the time being, but once you have this actually downloaded, you want to open it on up and actually install it onto your computer. Now that Caster Labs is downloaded on your computer, what you want to do is open Caster Labs on your computer. And when you open this on up, you will need to sign into a platform of choice. So me personally, I'm going to sign into Twitch with it.
So you're using SE Live or Ground Control and you don't see multi-chat and you're like, what's happening? Well, you got to connect your accounts first. So the way you want to do this is you first log into Stream Elements on your regular account. You go to your dashboard and then you click on the top right corner into your profile. Then click on your own account and click on Channel Settings. Now, once you're here, scroll down to the bottom of the page if you need to, and you can see all the 4 platforms that we support. So now you need to add those accounts that you want to see in multi-chat by clicking one of these buttons and then logging in with the account that you need. It's that simple. Then once you open SE Live or Ground Control, multi-chat should have all of the accounts supported right there in the drop-down.
In today's video, we'll be unboxing the HP Pavilion. Hey guys, it's Tech right here. In today's video, it's a ton of like good to go. Explore, probably look like. Same thing with Kit. Thing in itself, I'm not even gonna try. So YouTube just made some announcements for changes coming to YouTube that are absolutely amazing for YouTubers who are looking to actually improve the content, or streamers who are looking to stream on YouTube. I want to go over everything here today, so let's jump right into it. So people who know about YouTube and talk about YouTube, we're announcing a ton of. Hey guys, it's Decker here. In today's video, we got a new OBS plugin for multi-streaming that's going to change the game for how everything's done. And I'm going to quickly just say this. Once it downloads, you're going to so much going on with this plugin. It's actually, you signed into your Twitch or whatever platform you chose, you'll get access to the application here. Now, before you do anything, you want to make sure to go to your settings, and from settings, you want to go into.
Let me show you how to set up a multi-chat when you're multi-streaming, so that way you can read it on your second monitor. Anything right now. We got chatbot if you want to use the chatbot stuff, I guess. We got widgets and alerts, which I'm not going to be talking about, docs for later, but we're going to focus on the settings because we need to connect all of our accounts for the multi-chat. So we're going to go to settings, and then right next to appearance is going to be accounts, and this is where you're going to link all of the accounts you want to have your multi-chat for. So you can see that I've connected my Twitch account, my Kick account, my TikTok account, and then you can also do Trovo, YouTube, DLive, whatever else. So after you've connected all of your streaming services to Caster Labs to be able to get the actual chats, then you'll be able to go to the dashboard over here. And then if you look at the very bottom now, you'll see that you have Twitch, TikTok, and Kick, or whatever other platforms that you've connected. I just have these 3 because these are the 3 I connected. Also, make sure to keep Caster Labs open and running whenever you're streaming. Otherwise, your chat will not show up in OBS Streamlabs or your stream. So make sure Caster Labs is open and running whenever you're streaming. But essentially, this right here is going to be our multi-chat. So now if we want to import this into OBS Studio and Streamlabs, we need to go to the docs section, and then we're going to click on Stream Chat, which is going to copy that link to our clipboard. So now we need to import it into OBS first, and then I'll show you Streamlabs right after. For OBS users, you're going to go to the top where it says docs, and then we're going to do custom browser docs, and then we're just going to call this multi-chat, and then the URL, we're going to copy paste that URL link and then hit apply. And then now we have our multi-chat here, which you can just drag and dock somewhere else. And then if you're on Streamlabs, all you got to do is click this little button on the left-hand side, pop TikTok user so your viewers can see it like I had it in my stream. All you got to do is add a new source, and then you're going to use a browser source. We'll call this URL, and we're going to copy and paste that same URL we did for this one. And then gatekeep. You got it. We can go to Twitch, for example. I'll hit test, and so it'll send a message from the Twitch chat there, and then I can test it from Kick. I'll do test, and then once you actually go live, you get TikTok messages. It'll pop up there showing a little icon, and I can show you guys that it worked on my last live stream, so let me pull it up. So if you see here, you can see we got Twitch, and then we got a TikTok user right there, so it has all of the chats, and I was able to make it transparent, so I can show you all that right now, because I don't want to gatekeep. You guys should be able to have this information at your fingertips. And if you want even more secret insider tips, then you can also check out my free Streamers Masterclass down below in the description. But before we customize this, I want to show you how you can add it over your stream so your viewers can see it like I had it in my stream. All you got to do is add a new source, and then you're going to use a browser source. We'll call it multi-chat in all caps so the old people can read it. And then we're going to get rid of this URL, and we're going to copy and paste that same URL we did for this one. And then you can make the height and fingertips. And if you want even more secret insight, open and running whenever you're streaming. Otherwise, your chat. Look at the very bottom now. You'll see that you have Twitch, TikTok, and Kick, or whatever other platforms that you've connected. I just have these three because these are the three I connected. Also, make sure to keep Caster Labs open and running whenever you're out, and then you're going to drag the website option on one, so it'll send it. We got Twitch, and then we got a TikTok user right there, so it has all of the chats, and I was able to make it transparent, so I can show you all that right now, because I don't want to gatekeep. You guys should be able to have this in over your streams. In URL, okay. An effect filter, it's the same thing on Streamlabs, so we'll just add a new filter, and we're going to add a chroma key, hit OK, and then I'm going to do the color type to custom, and then I'm going to actually select the color, and then I want to do pick screen color, and I'm going to click on that chat box, and then hit OK, and then now it has made our chat box disappear, because we're the new Chris Angel of streaming. Just kidding. We actually OK. What a big chat here. But then you notice that there's this background here, right? What I ended up doing was I just right click on the browser source, and then I did filters, and I did an effect filter. It's this add a actually select the color, and then I want to do pick screen color, and I'm going to click on that chat box and then hit OK. And then now it has made our chat box disappear because we're the new Chris Angel of streaming. Just kidding. We actually have to drag the similarity all the way down.
tab system. So if you just want to focus on your Twitch audio, you send messages to every single. Want to shout out someone in chat, I just open up their viewer card, click a button, and then it shouts them out. I also added a VIP button, so if I want to give VIP status to someone, I click a button and all at once, so I don't have to go into my channel point menu and then like click on them individually. I just released this multi-stream alerts widget. It shows all of your Twitch subs, your YouTube fourth wall, so you can get alerts for when people buy your merch. I was sick of having to individually set up each and every single type of alert for every single platform on the earth, and then adding 14 billion browser sources into my... I couldn't find a multi-platform alert widget that I was super happy with, so I said screw it. Which is pretty simple. You pretty much just check off each thing that you want. I'm still a JavaScript baby. There's a lot that I do worse. It does premium plan. Get a set of instructions. You literally just follow them. Please actually read the instructions, because if I update this widget in 6 months from today, what you see in today's video may look a little bit different, but the written instructions will be the most up to date. This is a StreamerBot thing, so yes, you will need to have StreamerBot installed to use this. If you've never used StreamerBot before, you can check out this video. Mac users, I'm sorry. This is the multi-chat overlay that I've been using on my stream that combines Twitch chat, customize them to look just like mine. By the way, if you want to learn how to StreamerBot thing, that you have StreamerBot running, then open the widget and click this button to copy your URL, and then add that as a browser source in OBS. And by the time you watch this video, the new StreamerBot UI may be out, so what you see on screen here might be a little bit different, but I'll have written instructions in the description, and I'll make sure that they're updated by the time you watch this video. It's pretty straightforward. You just make sure that you have StreamerBot running, then open the widget and click this button to copy your, then open the widget and live the same way that you'd go live. Click this button. Need is StreamerBot. In this video, the new StreamerBot UI may be out, so what you see on screen here might be a little bit different, but I'll have written instructions in the description, and I'll make updated by the time. For example, type in fonts in the By default, it should automatically embed a transparent gray box in the background just to make it easier for your viewers to read. But if you want to get rid of the background entirely, you can just set the opacity to 0. So we got like what, 5 minutes to spare. So let me just show you, turn that off, and then it will update and refresh the preview. Side that you can change. Got like what, 5 minutes to spare. So let me just show you all the customization options and features that I added. The widget setup page has a bunch of settings on the left hand side that you can change, and there's a real-time preview on the right hand side so you can see the changes as you make them. For example, if you don't want to see profile pictures next to everybody's names, you can just turn that off, and then it will update and refresh the preview. Each time you make a change, it's going to change the widget URL. So if you want to have two versions of the widget, maybe one that has profile pictures and one that doesn't, you just have to make two different URLs and then add them as two separate sources in OBS. By default, I have it showing profile pictures, timestamps, a little icon showing which platform the message came from, all your badges, even pronouns, but each of these can be turned off if you don't want them. You can also set custom fonts. This is just a free text field. I was too lazy to give you guys a drop-down box. That would have been way nicer, but I can't be bothered doing that. So just type in whatever font you want to use here. It will use any fonts that you have installed on your PC. So if you're not sure, go and type in fonts in the start menu, at least on Windows, and it will pull up a list of every single font you have on your PC, and whichever one of these that you like, you can just type them into this box, and then it will change the font for the widget. For example, I have one called Pixboy, and I just type in Pixboy here, it changes the font. It's that easy. I also have an option here that allows you to change the actual spacing between between lines. I actually haven't programmed that yet, but I will make sure that I program it by the time you watch this video. You can also change the background color.